Alrighty then, corn children, children of the corn. It is a fine day for mathematics, and today we're going to be looking at the law of sines and where does it come from? Yes, proof of where this comes from. So what I have here is a generic triangle, and you're going to notice that I've labeled angle A is opposite of side A, angle B is opposite of side B, angle C opposite of side C. Very traditional way to label this. Now, in order to come up with the law of sines, we actually have to start with area of a triangle. Now, in elementary school, I'm pretty sure you learned an area formula. Yeah, what is that formula? Yes, that's right. It is 1/2 the base times the height. Yeah, use parentheses or a dot. Now we're going to work this formula three different ways. But the area is the area is the area. No matter how we do it, the area doesn't change. We are going to come up with 3 versions of the area formula. How are you going to do that, Mrs. Klein? Come along. It'll be fun. All right, check this out. It's very high tech here. All right, so I have here our triangle, and I am going to draw in a height. Now, if you remember, and I hope you do, the base and height are always perpendicular. So I'm going to drop a height or an altitude down from angle B to side B. And there it is. Now, this is a little confusing. I'm going to put an H here for height. It is not an H for hypotenuse. It is an H for the height. Now, I'm going to create a formula where we don't actually use the height as the height. We are going to use the height in terms of sides A, B, and C, angles A, B, and C. Check it out. Picture yourself standing here at angle C. If you are standing here at angle C, we have, with the height in here, a right triangle. We can use SOHCAHTOA. Standing here, the height is opposite, not hypotenuse. A is the hypotenuse. So standing here at C, this is the opposite, and this is the hypotenuse. So I can write a trig equation. The sine of angle C is the opposite height over the hypotenuse side A. I'm multiplying by side A on both sides. And now our height is A sine C. Now, the height is perpendicular to the base. So that makes side B the base. So here's our first version of the area, putting all of this together. Our area this way is 1/2 the base, which is side B, times the height, which is A sine C. So I'm going to come back to that in a minute. This is one of my area versions, and of course B times A is A times B. All right, don't lose that now. We'll come back. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, that was well and good. So what about our other 2 versions? Well, here's all I'm going to do. Check it out. I have just turned the triangle on its side. Yeah, and we're going to do the exact same thing again. What? I know, it's crazy. All right, here we go. Wait for it. My high-tech transparency's going here. All right, here's triangle on its side. Once again, I am going to drop in an altitude or a height. It's on its side, but it's side C, and I'm going to drop in an altitude. So it's going to come down here at a right angle. Are you feeling that? I hope so. All right. Now, from angle C, now this is our height. I'm going to label it with H again. It is a height. It's not the same height as before, but it is a height. I'm going to stand, you could stand on either side. I'll stand here at A. If I stand here at A, well, now H is, on this little squishy right triangle, the opposite, It's on its side, but it's across from angle B. This is a B on its side. Side B is now the hypotenuse. Okay, the base is side C. It's perpendicular to the height. And I get another area formula. Our area is 1/2. The base is C. Oops, it's a little hard to see there. The base is C. And to get the height, we're going to use the trig. The sine of angle A, that's where I stood, is the opposite H over the hypotenuse, our sideways B. I multiply by B on both sides. So this is 1/2 base, and this becomes the height, B sine A. So this is another version of the area, but area is area is area. So I'm going to set that one aside. Okay, you may have seen it coming. Version number 3. Ready? Well, now I have parked A on the top. I know, right? Here we go again. Same idea. I am going to drop down from angle A an altitude, also known as the height. It meets side A at a right angle. So this is the height, and A is the base. Yeah, I know, right? So, once again, I have area is 1/2 the base times the height, but I will think about the height in terms of the other sides and angles. If you stand at angle B this time, you'll notice I've stood at all the different angles. H is opposite, not hypotenuse, and that's upside down, but just because we turned the paper, it's still side C. This is the hypotenuse. So using trigonometry, I get the equation. Here it is again. Look at this. Where should I write it this time? I'll write it right here. I get that the sine of B is the opposite, which is the height, over the hypotenuse, which is the upside down side C. I multiply by C on both sides. So the height is C sine B. The base is A. So our area formula, I'm going to slide it over, I've got writing all over. The area formula is 1/2 the base, which is A, and the height, which is C sine B. C sine B. Third area version. All right, hold on now, we're going to put them all together. Oh, man, so high tech here. Wait for it. We're in the home stretch, people. We're in the home stretch. All right, so I have this area. I have this area. And, well, I'll put it sideways. I have this area. I have these 3 areas. I'm going to write all 3 of these down, and they're all equal to the area, so they are all equal to each other. I'm also going to alphabetize. Instead of CB, I'm going to write BC. Instead of BA, I'm going to write AB. So writing all 3 of these area formulas next to each other. Here's what I get. Our first one was 1/2 AB sine C. Our next one was 1/2 AC sine B. I'm not even sure if that was second or third, but they're all there. The last one, 1/2 BC sine A. Now, even though it's a 3-part equation, I'm going to treat it like a 2-part equation where you multiply on both sides. I just multiply on all parts. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply all the parts by 2. That will cancel out all the 1/2s. All right, so now I have AB sine C, AC sine B, BC sine A. I am now going to divide all three parts by A, B, C. Those are the sides. All right, look at this first fraction. The A's will cancel. The B's will cancel. And what's left? What's left, you say? Sine of C, that's angle C, over side C. Next fraction. The A's cancel. The C's cancel. What's left? Sine of B over side B. No way. Yeah. Last up, the B's cancel. The C's cancel. And you have sine of A over side A. And ladies and gentlemen, this right here is the law of sines. Yeah, this stuff actually comes from somewhere, and that's where it comes from. Hope you enjoyed that.